All right. So anyway, yes, you move on through the forest. It doesn't impede your way at all. You don't hear any other additional noises that would clue you in. You walk for probably about an hour, and you come to finally something a little bit different. The ground, by the way, is not perfectly flat. There's like some dips and valleys, not quite like the Kettle Moraine forest in terms of their depth, but it's not a flat region, but not enough to wear you out really. But you eventually do come to an area where the trees abruptly part, and you see actually a dirt road in front of you,
Oh,
heading kind of roughly perpendicular to the path that you were walking, or the direction you were walking, excuse me.
let's head left.
I agree.
Okay, you head left, which then takes you along the road.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can pull up here. All right. Where is my area map here? Ah, here we go. Okay, so black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the roads, their branches clawing at the mist. And let's just go ahead and move you over. Actually, first let me clear out the turn order to this map. Oh, and it scrolled to the bottom.
Oh, I was so zoomed out that didn't even matter. Oh,
So you are
so
entering...
left was probably a good direction to go, huh?
Yes, you are entering
That's
stage...
still right.
Stage
We go
right.
east.
Yeah, you actually notice that the mist almost kind of seems to be closing up behind you as you proceed.
All right.
Let's keep heading.
Okay, so you move along the road for a bit, and the fog spills out of the forest. Actually, tell you what, let me just go ahead and show this a little bit more. Where is my reveal? Here we go. You proceed along the road for some distance, and the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with a cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. And I've got something I can show you. These statues are a little bit bigger than you might think.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of a gate.
It is a gate.
Yeah.
It is a huge rusting gate.
Did you say it was open?
Actually, do you approach it?
Yes.
Can we see from, I guess, how far away are we? Can we see if it's open before we approach, or do we have to start approaching?
Let's just say it's like the picture. Say it's a little bit ajar.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. I'm going to approach.
Okay. Just you, or does everybody else follow along, or?
I don't want to talk for everyone, but I'm going to.
Okay. Well, as you get...
Sorry.
As-
I want to go forward, so.
Okay. Well, as you approach, as you get within 10 feet of it, actually, the gates swing open. They swing open, actually, away from you. Outward, excuse me. Screeching on their hinges as they swing open.
That's
You
creepy.
Don't see anyone in the vicinity, and you hear nothing besides the gates. And
I do have a flask of oil. I could oil them. But I won't.
Oh, don't want to waste your oil? It would just take away from the ambience of these welcoming gates, these cheerful gates.
I'm gonna look to see if they're electric or I'm curious as to how they opened.
You look over, you don't see anything obviously mechanical that opened them.
Yeah, mechanical. Yeah, that would be the. So there's no people around opening them.
You see or hear nothing.
Yeah. It's a little creepy. I'm gonna
How far
head.
can we see inside?
The road seems to continue on the other side of the gates.
Okay. I'm gonna head through.
Okay.
Yep.
You head through.
Kind of curiously looking
roll and
around to see on the other side if there's some indication of how they opened.
Okay.
I'm still kind of curious as to why this happened.
Oop. All right. That didn't work.
So how do you whisper?
You do a... Oh, I did it backwards. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's /W, not W/.
I do /. Oh, okay. You have to type in the person's name.
Yeah, that's what but I did it backwards. We're not conspiring against you. It's
No.
just trying to figure it out. Yeah, you on the other side of the
work?
gate, you don't see again. You see no obvious like mechanical mechanism that's besides just the hinge that a gate would turn on, and they're big hinges since they're huge gates. But you don't see anything actually moving them.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
So,
Interesting.
Jugs, you go through. Rowan, you go through. The rest of you follow.
Yes.
Clytus? Can't hear you. Are you muted? Nope, still can't hear you.
Yeah. Huh.
I can see you. Your lips are moving.
Yeah, we can tell that you're talking. Like.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so he's following. He's coming along.
Okay, so you go through the gates. As you proceed down the road, they actually close behind you again, screeching on their hinges, and close fully with a final sounding clang.
Can
And
you hear me
Miss
now?
Royals.
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Everything's back.
So I turned off the camera and turned it back on, and that seemed to reset it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Usual technical issues.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. That's okay. If you didn't catch that, the rest of the party moved through the gate and they closed behind you. So now you're on the road on the other side of this gate, and the road continues onward, ever on.
So can I? Sorry, I just need to. We've been walking for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We got a dwarf, right? We got 2 humans.
No, one human,
One human.
Joe
and
and
a half
orc
an elf,
orc,
and
yeah.
a half orc. Yeah.
walked into a bar.
Oh, yeah. So we're a dwarf, a human, an elf, and a half orc. Okay, so we're all
Okay.
different. Just a little different.
Motley Crew.
Yeah.
Honestly, while we walk, I would be asking questions about, small talk. So, where are you from? Got any family? Walk. Dude, what the hell's going on?
I'm gonna stay silent and not talk to anyone.
Oh, well, be that way.
I would chat. I would basically.
I'm just interested in finding out where we are and getting to a place to sleep. At this point, an inn. That's what I would just get some booze and a bed to sleep on. That's all I'm interested in right now. So.
All right. Well, the road does continue. Let me see what the easiest way to draw this is. We'll just continue on here. It actually takes a curve. It starts heading a little bit to the southwest. moving along. Let me quick check something here. My macro got foobarred here. Okay, I've got to look all this up manually. Damn it. What's everyone's passive perception?
Nah,
Okay.
shit, I don't even know what mine is.
Where is that located?
It should be below your stats, your ability
Oh.
scores.
13.
Is that your printer, Tim?
No.
It
what
sounded
the-
like an airplane buzzed by.
Yeah, it didn't come from
Oh.
from me.
No, I think that was a motorcycle outside of my house.
Could be.
Uh,
Actually, looks like.
My passive perception is 10.
And yours is 11, Tim.
didn't
Okay,
know
and
that.
yours is 14.
yeah, mine's an 11.
Adrin, you actually, as you're walking along, you catch the scent of death on the air.
Oh.
Dudes, something died. Don't you smell that?
Well, that was the wolves. I don't know if you remember that. You were unconscious for part of it, but
No, that doesn't smell like a wolf. This smells like something rotting.
I smell something rotten. It stinks. You don't smell that?
I don't know. I don't smell anything.
Well, now that you stop and actually smell the air over your own perspiration, you do catch the scent of death in the air.
Now I smell it. Is that? What is that?
Seems to be coming from off the road a ways. A little bit into the woods.
I think we should investigate.
I think if something died, I don't want to be there. So
It might let us. It might tell us what's going on. It might be a clue.
All right, I'm gonna define sense and see if I can sense undead
Okay.
within 60 feet.
And it just tells you if there's any undead in the vicinity, or
To know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, not in total cover, until the end of my next turn,
okay.
as well as detect the presence or place or object of any consecrated or desecrated area.
So any undead or fiend that's not, or celestial that's not under total cover, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Or any desecrated or unhallowed ground. Okay.
Yep.
You don't detect really anything at all in the vicinity.
Okay. All right.
I say we continue down the road, but if you guys want to go check it out, I'm gonna come with and not leave you alone.
All right.
I think we should check it out.
Okay.
Outvoted. Let's go.
All right. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road, so not far off at all. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks, which look very similar to the ones that you guys are currently sporting. Besides the claw marks, looks like crows have been at his body, and it's surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days, and he holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
Let's look at the envelope.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna walk up and grab the envelope.
Okay, it looks like it's a envelope that's meant to hold a letter of some sort. It has a large B set into its wax seal. Parchment looks like it's worn and flimsy.
Is there anything inside of the envelope?
Yeah, do you want to break the seal?
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead.
All right, you only live once. What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, you break the
Hopefully it
seal,
doesn't kill me.
and out comes the letter. It is a letter. It looks handwritten, and it is this.
Oh shit! Good luck reading that.
If you really want me to, I can read it for you.
You can zoom in.
Yeah, you can click on it once to zoom
here
in.
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made that a lot easier.
Oh, you can also break it out.
Oh yeah, and it should be in your journals too. So if you need to go back to it later and read it, you can. But
Oh.
It's hard to read anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, I am. I'm having trouble reading it anyway.
yeah.
Even zoomed in.
Somehow I closed that and I can't see it anymore, so it's gone.
You can't see it at all. Oh, you closed it. Okay. Yeah, it should be in your journal section, which is the second tab or third tab on this right-hand side.
Oh,
Yeah, where the characters are listed as well.
Yep, I got it. Oh, if you click on it there, it actually comes up as a pop-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll just quick read it just because the penmanship is horrendous. So.
Yeah, if you can read that better than me, please read it.
I've got a plain text version, which is easier.
Oh yeah.
Well, I did transcribe it myself, so give me some credit. I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. Oh, I guess the salutation. Hail thee of might and valor. Anyway. Send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth trapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster. So, cheerful letter.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
This guy wasn't very mighty, evidently.
No, he doesn't look like he was extremely strong. He looks just pale, like he hasn't really, well, he's dead. But apart from that, he looks like he hasn't seen a lot of sun or exercise or really been really buffed out.
Does he look like a courier, or does he look like
Yeah, he's dressed in, yeah, just,
Kolyan Indanovich or whatever?
Kolyan Indirovich. It was,
Yeah.
he doesn't look like he's dressed like Burgomaster, which you.
Yeah, he looks more like a courier.
Right, a Burgomaster actually is like a mayor.
Like a mayor?
Right.
Okay.
Mayor? Okay.
He doesn't look like he's dressed like a mayor. He looks more like someone who would be serving a mayor, possibly.
Does he have any weapons or...
If he had weapons, he doesn't have a sword sheath or anything, so...
anything
Can we
on
loot his body?
Oh.
Apart from the letter, he doesn't really have much of anything. It looks... if he had any goods on him, they were taken at some point.
Let's bury the dead.
Oh.
Do you want to try and bury him?
I'm gonna say
bury him, that's fine. I'll keep watch while.
I wanted to get out of here, so I'm gonna head back to the road.
Leave the body where it lies?
Yeah.
I'll help bury him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back to the road.
All right,
Okay.
I'll take Rowan's help and start burying him.
All right.
I will help as well, and
You start digging in the dirt. Do you have a tool with which to dig?
I've got my axe. I've got...
What do I got?
let's see. What's in a priest pack?
They should have a shovel for burying the dead.
You
Isn't
would
that
think.
standard issue?
That wasn't in there, actually.
I can offer you a crowbar if you think that'll help.
I will pry the
use-
corpse into the ground.
Well, can I dig with my shield?
Sure, it'll be slow going, but if you wish to.
Yeah, I'll use that.
Yeah, I've got a shield as well. I have a shield and an axe between them.
Okay.
And a javelin.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
gonna sit down on the edge of the road and wait for them to finish and drink some more of my ale.
Okay.
It's not like we need to go 6 feet under or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
just a
down.
little-
The ground is pretty, not, I wouldn't say rocky, but it's pretty hard.
Okay.
It's pretty stony ground. But you do manage to dig a very small divot in the ground that you could probably fit the body in.
Sure, let's do that, and we'll cover it with rocks.
Okay. You do that. As you lower the body into the ground, you hear in the distance a wolf howl. The first sound you've heard since arriving in this place. Not immediately close, but not real far away either.
After we get the body in, I just say, out of death comes light.
Okay. The body has been consecrated, so to speak. So yeah, you find some rocks laying around in the loose dirt that you managed to pull out of the ground. You managed to cover the body up. And as you're finishing up again, you hear the howl again, this time from a slightly different direction and a little bit closer.
Let's head back
Okay.
to the road.
Yep.
All right.
Back to the road.
Back to the road. Okay, you get back to the road. And you continue walking along the road. The mists have been kind of following you along, but they're not necessarily blocking your path back like they were. But
Okay.
you've already been down the road that you came, so the only direction you really don't know what lies beyond is forward. Moving to there then. Oh, that's the gates. You've already been there. Okay, so the road continues on and then curves a little bit back towards the west. The trees that have been crowding to either side of the road abruptly give way, giving you a view of a wide valley. A small village lies nested within it, draped in the ever-present mists. A dark, forbidding castle looms over the village to the north atop a tall, rocky spire, while a river meanders its way through the valley. The rest of the land that you can see is heavily forested, with distant, grim-looking mountains rising in the distance to the north and south. And actually what I can do is just go ahead and outline that whole area there, because that is what you can see from your vantage point. And I've got a nice little picture
Shit.
I can show you. You see that.
Nice.
Let's head to the town.
Okay. Yep, road continues on down towards the town, and like I said, it's kind of like a river valley. Obviously, you can see now that you're emerging from the woods, this area is definitely mountainous, but the area in which you're heading is actually lower and more of forming a river valley. So you proceed along towards the village below. Okay. And I guess I should have been keeping your little counter here going. I've got a little counter to represent the party.
Oh, yeah.
Tracks such as this. These hexes, actually, it's not very far. Each one hex equals 1/4 mile, so it actually, the village is not that far away. And assuming your walking pace, you'd be going normally 3 or 4 miles an hour, I'm assuming, or are you going like stealthily?
I'm thinking normal pace.
Normal pace. Okay.
If everyone else agrees.
The wolves, the sound of the wolves that you heard aren't coming any closer. Occasionally you do hear them howling off, but they seem to be getting more distance. Like they're somewhere in that big woods area that you just emerged from. But they don't seem
As
to be
we get
following.
closer, As we get closer, can we tell that if this is a town with people or if it's abandoned or?
From a distance, it's hard to tell. You see a glimmer of light here and there, torchlight, most likely.
Okay.
So it looks like at least somebody must be there.
Okay.
What time are we at now?
What time of day?
Yeah.
It's hard actually to tell. It's nighttime. So, but there must be some kind of moon behind the clouds because there is somewhat of a dim illumination that you can see with.
Okay.
But you're not sure what time of day it is, other than it's night. It's nighttime. So
I want to keep heading into town. Yeah.
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 Okay. So heading into town, let me get my guide here up to the right spot. Oh, poop. Hang on. This is a lot of stuff to go through. Here we go. All right, so you approach the village. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for a mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. You guys, let me actually move you now to another map. Because you know what? I was getting bored with the other one. The village of Barovia. Welcome to Barovia. And you actually do see a wooden sign as you enter town that's kind of still hanging on both of its hinges, but definitely looking like it has seen better days, worn, saying welcome to Barovia.
Is there an inn?
Yeah, I'm gonna head in and look for an inn.
Okay.
For
So
a
you proceed
place
down.
to lay down.
Yeah, the fog is actually starting to get thicker again, but it's not like necessarily creeping at your heels. You see that this main street goes on for quite a way. Oh, if I can get my right tool here. This main street goes on for quite a ways into the distance. It also branches off this way and that way. You proceed in, and you get to that point. You can see that this is a set of streets that goes north and south. Most of these village buildings are look like residences, but most of them are boarded up, and you see no or hear no movement in any of them. But looking down the street to the north, down here, actually it's right here, if I can do it. There we go. You spot two small figures standing in the road, and it sounds like the sobbing noise you heard was coming from one or both of those figures.
Do they look like children?
They do look like children from a distance.
I'm gonna walk up to them.
Okay.
I
Is
will
anyone
join
else?
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna follow.
Same.
Okay. So you proceed down the street to the north to
And I say, what troubles you, little one, before we approach? Little one.
little ones.
In common.
In common, yes. All right, let me get to that section so I can show you what I need to show you. They are two children. They both look young. One is a boy, one is a girl. And they look like this.
They're dressed rather nicely.
Yes, they appear dressed Not in peasant garb. It looks like whoever furnished them their clothing obviously had some money because it's very well crafted. Not of a style that you immediately recognize. None of you, even from the realms, this looks a little bit odd in terms of the actual styling, but you can tell that it's manufactured of fine fabric, and their clothes look clean. The girl looks like she's maybe 8 or 9. The boy looks maybe 5-ish. He is clutching a doll to his chest, and he is the one actually that's sobbing. The girl looks up as you approach, and what does she say? She says, "There's a monster in our house."
Did it hurt you? Are you
No.
okay?
Show me on the doll where it touched you.
I asked the little boy, I said, "Why are you crying?"
A little boy kind of looks up at you and then like buries his face down and just starts crying further. And the girl looks down and says, "Thorn, it's okay. It's okay. They're not going to hurt you." She apologizes and says, "I'm sorry, but he's been through a lot. He doesn't really speak. But no, the creature didn't hurt us. We actually haven't seen it. We've only heard it. It's locked in the basement, and we've just heard its unearthly howls all day."
Did you lock it in the basement?
No, my mother and father did.
Are they around? Can we speak to them?
They're in the house.
Are they in the basement?
We don't know. We barely escaped. They're stuck in the house, and our baby brother is also in there.
Take us there.
We can't go back in that house.
You don't have to.
Show us which house, at least.
She turns and points to the house. You can't see my finger. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She points to the house. Yes.
Children.
This one
Or
this one?
hang on. The one the party's right in front of. So this one.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that
Well,
one.
that was easy to point to.
Yeah.
So is that all boarded up and everything too?
No, actually. Let me just show you. Actually, first, let me show you. This is just a picture of like the standard Barovian buildings. Nothing to give you an idea of the architecture. But
Okay.
the other building, this building, while most of the houses that you've seen, the residences, have been boarded up and look very vacant and dusty, this one actually looks like it's been well maintained, and it actually looks fairly well, like the owners are fairly well to do. It's actually 3 stories with what appears to be an attic, couple balconies, and there's a gate with a path leading to a portico up to the front door.
All right, let's
Walk up.
approach the house carefully,
Okay.
listening and
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of listen to see if we can hear the sound at all. They said that there was howling.
There's a picture of the house, and actually that's our new map too. You approach all you hear, and if you scroll down to the bottom, there's actually a map with the exterior of the house, which
Oh, okay.
I should probably get you guys out here on the map, actually. I really need a bigger monitor. Have all these little
I'm going to try to use Divine Sense again.
Okay.
Celestial fiends or undead or consecrated or desecrated areas. Oh no, I can't do it again because I have to do a long rest. Never mind.
Oh, is it? Yeah, per West time. Okay. So, let me get you guys out here. I'm not necessarily saying that's where you need to be, but this will give you the chance to...
Should we go in this place before taking a rest, or try to find somewhere to to rest first?
Well, if the little girl said that her little brother, baby brother's in trouble, I would feel uncomfortable just letting that lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and taking
Yeah,
it.
I'd kind of think the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you approach the building. The wrought iron gate, like I said, has hinges on one side and a lock on the other. Fills the archway of a stone portico. And the gate.
Is the door closed?
Yes, the door is closed, and
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Okay.
yeah, and
so that's like
the
a
gate.
little-
Do you check the gate?
Yeah.
do.
Does the gate open?
Yeah,
Or
it's
you can
unlocked.
check it.
It is unlocked.
Okay.
So the
Clinus, did you keep your hit dice? I just see
He
that you-
didn't have any hit dice.
he used
Oh,
apparently the
cool.
paladin lay on hands. I think.
Yeah, I
Shoot,
laid
do that.
hands on you, which used my hit dice for the day.
Whoa.
That's very nice of you.
What's that?
That's very nice of you.
He used his hit dice for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. I feel fine.
Uh,
Let's go.
I can take on a monster in a basement, no problem. The little girl thanks you profusely and says, "My name is Rose, by the way, and this is Thorn. We'll stay out here, and if you can vanquish the monster and kill it, hopefully, then we'll be able to go back inside."
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna check the door to see if it's locked.
The front door is actually not locked.
All right, I'm gonna slowly open it and look inside.
Slowly opening the door reveals. What you see is a foyer. There's actually oil lamps hanging from the portico, the ceiling by chains. They flank the front oaken doors lead into that foyer, the south wall of which there's a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms. It looks like a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. There are mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the north. Actually, let me double check that. The direction on this map, I think that's west.
Yeah, I think that according to your original map of the town, that would not be north.
That's actually east. Sorry,
Oh no, that's right.
east.
Yeah.
No,
Just
that
look
would
at the
be-
compass rose.
Yes,
Look at the
right.
compass rose.
the compass rose is at the
Yeah.
top of the window.
No, this is right.
Yeah. So east.
Oh.
East is what you'd think of as north. East is up.
Yep. All right, I'm
Okay,
gonna take a
yeah.
javelin and get ready to use it.
Okay. Can take out a javelin.
I will take one cautious step into the room.
And nothing happens.
I will follow.
I'm following
Okay.
as well.
Going. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in here because there's
Oh.
just not enough room.
So I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna say, "So what are all your skills, boys?" I'm a paladin. I'm used to fighting face to face. What about the rest of you?
I'm a soldier. I am as well.
So you want to be up front with me? What are you, elf?
I'm a fighter. I'm a protector of the downtrodden, dude.
Dude.
The downtrodden dude. He only protects one guy. The downtrodden dude.
How about you, Manling? What are you?
I'm a cleric. I'll
Uh,
I'll hold the back.
all right.
Although I have a pretty good AC though, so
Outside of game, I am a paladin, or not a paladin. God, words.
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Just for clarity, in
Okay.
case you don't know.
All right. What do we want to do? Should we?
Um,
Let's move forward. Check the next door, I guess.
Okay. The door does not appear to be locked.
Is it ajar?
It is not ajar either. It is just a door. But it is actually mahogany flanked, mahogany lined, and it has nice stained glass in it.
All right. I say, all right, Elfling, you open the door and I'll be ready to throw this thing.
Sure. I open the door.
Open the door. And let's see what you see here.
Ooh.
A wide hall runs the width of the whole house, with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword. This isn't actually descriptive text, I'm paraphrasing. The wood panel walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. Satyrs, I never know how to pronounce that.
Satyr. Who knows?
Satyr.
All right, but we don't see anything else.
Nope. I mean,
Right.
do you look? Do you examine anything in particular?
I'm gonna look in the fireplace for ticks.
No ticks, but there is a longsword hanging above it.
All right. I guess I'll examine the longsword.
Okay. You pull it off. It can pull off actually the wall itself, or it's mounted on hooks. It's got a windmill cameo worked into the hilt.
Do I notice anything strange about it?
About the cameo itself, or
About this cameo or the sword? I mean, does it look like a fancy ornate sword?
Yeah, it doesn't look particularly. It looks like it's mostly decorative, but it would actually serve as a standard longsword if you wanted to use it in combat. So it's not like some cheap piece of crap, but it's
all right. I'm an axe wielder. Any of you want this sword?
No, I can't even use it.
I
Yeah,
can't use it.
That's theirs. I say we leave it.
All right.
As you put
Might
it
come in
back,
handy.
you actually notice something in the patterns that you saw on the walls. There were images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs, whatever we want to pronounce them. You actually notice that there are serpents and skulls inconspicuously woven into the wall designs.
Well, that's not good. That gives you the creepy feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Nah, I don't like that.
weird people.
Anything? I'll check out the fireplace.
Fireplace appears normal. It has actually logs in it that are not currently lit.
Are these up here? Are those doors?
Those are doors, yes.
All right. I'm gonna listen at the door I'm in front of. Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing but silence.
Okay. I'm gonna check the one next to it.
You hear nothing but silence there, as Adrin hears the same silence, actually.
I open my door. Just
Okay.
Because
You open that door to reveal... Well, I'm just going to draw that because it looks like it's going to connect. What you see in that room is basically a big dining room. Centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. This whole place, by the way, is very clean and very well-to-do looking. Like the people that live here obviously keep things in good condition.
What's that?
That mounted above the that's blah 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 blah. Those are actually that is a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf. It's hanging on an iron rod bolted into the south wall. There are also
tapestries.
Yes, there are tapestries. The wood paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among trees. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale.
Can I check that painting out closer?
Sure. It looks like it is an original painting, obviously. It's not a print. You don't see an artist's signature, however.
Can I open the door I'm next to?
Which door are you next to? Oh, this. Oh, you're down. You're still in the room there. Okay.
That one.
Yes.
I'm not intrigued by a dining room.
That opens up into what looks like a cloakroom. It has several black cloaks hanging from hooks in the walls. A top hat sits on the high shelf. You think it would look particularly fetching.
I put it on and look for a mirror.
Unfortunately, there's no mirror in the door.
Oh, man.
All right. I'm going to explore around this corner area and see just if there's a catch or something that might open up this area.
Aha. You noticed that section, did you? Well, you find nothing! No, actually, you don't find a thing. It seems like a solid wall.
You go open this door over here.
That door over there leads to a kitchen. And I'm just going to reveal that whole area there.
With a toilet?
Yes, I know. It looks like a toilet.
It's for the toilet.
It's actually not a toilet, but it does sure look like one. This kitchen is tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin atop it. A stone dome-shaped oven, not a toilet, stands near the east wall, its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove and to the left is a thin door leading to what looks like a well-stocked pantry. And I'll just go ahead and describe this because you're going to figure this out eventually. Behind a small door in the southwest corner of the kitchen it's a dumbwaiter. 2-foot wide stone shaft containing a wooden elevator box. Looks like there's some kind of a rope and pulley mechanism that must lift this thing up and down. And hanging on the wall next to the dumbwaiter, you see this tiny brass bell with some wires running off of it.
Can I pull it? The rope?
Which rope?
To move the dumbwaiter.
Well, it looks like it's kind of on top of there, so it's hard to get your hands in under.
My fat orc hands don't fit.
Yeah, it's like the top actually kind of has a lid on it, so it's like it's part of the mechanism to raise the whole thing up.
So I cannot move the dumbwaiter in any way.
Not by pulling the rope. I mean, you can try and lift it if you want.
Can I ring the bell? I just want to hear what it sounds like.
Okay, it rings. Hey, ding 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 ding. It's a tiny brass bell.
Nice sound.
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
You wait, and nothing does happen.
Okay.
In all this time, we've heard no other sounds in the house?
You've heard no other noises.
There is a door down here, by the way. Yeah, Cletus noticed it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to open that door.
Okay. You open that door, and you see this room, which is...
That's creepy.
Yeah, an oak-paneled room that looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. There's a chandelier hanging above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs, and there are 2 cabinets stacked against the walls.
I want to go look at one of the cabinets.
Okay. Which one are you looking at? That one? That is unlocked, and it looks like inside of it is a small box.
Poke it with a stick and see if it bites me.
It does not, in fact, bite you.
Then I open it.
Okay. Inside is a deck of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses.
Anybody want to play cards? I put it back.
They do actually look like unusual design, and it doesn't look like the standard deck of cards that you would have
You know how many times in the old camp in AD&D the party got wiped out by a deck of many things?
First level, deck of many things. Boom!
Yep.
Sure, I'll look at the cards then if they look interesting.
Okay, I'll just save some time. They're not magical cards, but they do look unusual in terms of the design. They don't have like the standard suits and numbers you're used to.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't even know. I'm in the other room. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I guess I'm curious. So they said in the basement.
Yes, they did.
Has anybody seen any way down?
Do those stairs go down or up?
Those stairs go up. It's around the ones in the room that Clytus is in is a red marble staircase that loops up. You have not found a way downstairs from this level.
I looked for secret doors, like right in this area here. I mean, to me, I'm looking for something that looks out of place to say where the hell would we go down?
To
Okay.
me, does the dumbwaiter look like it goes only up?
Yes. It looks like it
Okay.
stops at the kitchen level that you're on.
Just curious.
And you, Adrian, with your high perception, spot no secret doors.
All right. Huh.
Is there any ale in the kitchen anywhere? Just curious.
There's nothing in the kitchen. In the pantry,
Or in this room?
the pantry is well stocked. You don't find any ale, but you do find a wine bottle.
Okay.
What about this?
There's also other kinds of food in there too, like bread and dried cured meats, that sort of thing.
Did anyone check out this?
No, nobody
Yeah.
did yet.
I'll check that out.
Okay, that one appears to be locked.
Where's our rogue?
Right. Is there anything on top of it that might hide a key in there or something?
Not that you can see, no. It does look like it has a standard keyhole that could be unlocked.
I'll check over by the fireplace, maybe.
Where is this? Oh, I keep jumping around here. No, nothing really on the fireplace.
Okay. Does anyone have a lockpick
I
kit?
have an axe.
That might
You
work.
could
That's
try
a
and
lot.
break it down.
I would prefer that we don't break the people's
Right.
furniture that we're trying to rescue.
Right.
I really wanted to see what was in your cabinet.
I'm gonna start walking up the stairs.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say we should
I
start
agree.
heading up.
Okay. You proceed up the stairwell. Let's
Yeah,
see.
second floor.
Second floor. You're coming out over here.
Oh, hello.
And let me go ahead and draw this out.
Someone right there. Oh,
So, by the way, if you just move your characters into the room somewhere like that, I'm going to assume that you're walking into the room heedlessly and will trigger anything that occurs.
I agree.
okay. Go ahead and trigger it.
This room, unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait. Actually, you know what? Two of you... No. Rowan, you don't have dark vision. Do the rest of you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I do.
I do too.
Okay. Rowan, you're in the dark
Or
now.
Rowan.
I'll do a cantrip and cast light on my quarterstaff.
Okay. His staff suddenly boom, blazes forth with blinding light, and the rest of you guys go, ah! And your dark vision then slowly kind of adjusts to the level of light. But now you can all see.
Thanks, Rowan.
This portrait, hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait. Looks like must be the family of this house. There's a man and a woman and two smiling children, two of which you recognize, Rose and Thorn from out in front. Cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, with which the mother regards with what looks like a hint of scorn. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors in the east and west walls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors themselves are carved with dancing youths. And the staircase that you came up also loops around and continues upward to the next story. Next floor.
Oh, there's another floor. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's at least 3 floors in this building.
I guess I couldn't. There was no outside, was there? Maybe. Oh. Looks like there's 4 floors, according to the picture of the outside.
Yeah, that top, it looks like there's something else up there, maybe an attic, because it looks like that kind of cuts into the windows, but there are windows on the, what looks like a possible fourth story.
Okay, that's good to know before we get too far in. Do we hear any noises at all up here?
You hear, where are you listening? Are you listening at that door?
I'm just standing next to this doorway and listening, I guess, kind of.
No, you hear nothing.
How about my doors?
The doors to the west. That room is what? That door, you don't hear anything, but you do actually hear something from downstairs. You hear kind of a
thud? Was that?
more of like a whoosh.
Oh, okay.
Let's check it out.
Back downstairs.
Okay. Who's going
I'll head
downstairs?
I'm going downstairs.
Okay. All right. So the 3 of you goes downstairs. Jugs, you're staying up there?
I'm gonna stand at the bottom of the staircase.
Okay. You all head downstairs, and immediately what you can kind of tell what that noise was is you notice the fireplace is now alight and burning.
Oh.
The logs in the fireplace are burning. And down the foyer, you also hear a door slam shut.
We go in.
Yes, that front door is now firmly closed. You kind of left it ajar with the kid standing on the...
I try and open it.
The door refuses to open.
Great.
Oh, poo. We're locked in.
I smell a rat.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out to Rose and Thorn and say, did somebody lock the door? Hello? And see if just to see if they respond.
You actually don't hear any response from outside.
Okay.
Shocking, I know.
I'm gonna go look out the window.
Let's see. That window is actually heavily curtained. You pull the curtain aside, and you see that while you've been in this house, the mist that had been kind of laying low over everything has actually built up to an enormous height. It is so thick you can't see the buildings across the street any longer, and you kind of crane your neck up. It is still dark outside, but you can tell that this mist kind of rises up out of sight. But it seems to stop at the edge of the small path leading up to the front of this building.
So the building itself doesn't really seem to have a mist around it.
No, it's almost like the mist just stops at the edge of the property.
Interesting.
You can almost kind of see it roiling
Guys,
against
this
it.
place is kind of creepy.
I'm going to listen at the door on the stair.
Which door? Which stair?
He's upstairs.
Oh, yeah,
again.
I'm sorry. You're up there. Okay. That door there, let's see. That's towards the top of the second floor. You hear no sounds beyond that door.
I open it.
Okay. That door opens to...
Before he opens it, I'm going to get to the bottom of the stairs here.
And I'm just going to quick describe that since he would reveal that since he would open it. Excuse me. That looks like small bedroom, an undecorated bedroom, contains a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. That little area off to the left there is a closet with two tidy servants' uniforms hanging from hooks. And just to save the dying of curiosity, yes, that is the dumbwaiter. It also continues up.
Is there no window here?
There is no window in this room. It's a servant's quarters. Apparently, they didn't warrant a window.
Yeah.
I'll check out that room.
Okay. That is a double door that leads to this room. Gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece of the fireplace. And in the other corner is this large thing that none of you have ever seen before. It's a type of instrument. It looks like a piano, but different.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a keyed instrument similar to a piano, but it looks like it's constructed slightly differently.
I want to fling open this door.
The door to the east there?
Yep.
Okay, that door, when you fling it open... Jump to there. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves of the bookcase.
Check out the desk.
The desk got a bunch of items that are resting on the desk. You've got, it looks like an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal. The desk's drawer is empty except for an iron key.
Take the
Key. Interesting.
Okay.
Take the iron key. I put that in my inventory and put it and have a quest item and tag it.
Yes, quest item stamped.
That doesn't take up space, right?
No, that does not. That does not
Quest
increase your
items
encumbrance that we aren't using.
I'm gonna start pressing the keys on the piano-looking thing just because I'm curious. I
Okay.
can't really play anything because I'm not adept with it, but I just want to press some keys.
All right,
Some noise.
the rest of you hear this horrid jangling noise coming, which is actually not anything supernatural. It's just him not being able to play. But it sounds unlike anything that you guys have heard before. It almost sounds like a cross between a piano and a harp. Yeah, it's actually it's actually a harpsichord, but it's something that you guys would never have run into.
What's this? Is this another bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are all bookshelves. Floor to ceiling books.
I'll take a gander at the books over here.
Okay. You actually see right here, if I can do it. Just need to tap long enough. There you go. Right there is what looks to be a secret door.
Ooh.
Ooh.
to the secret room
Yes,
that's
there's-
not
and-
uncovered yet.
It is so non-cliche. It's actually, it looks like it's a red-covered book with a blank spine.
I don't know if I can. Seeing we don't have a rogue, I guess I'm gonna have to see if it's trapped in any way. What do I roll for that?
Well, I would say you could make an insight check if you want to see how it works and what might be.
Alright. So. Gotta go to my character here. Come on. Insight. Did it roll? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
21. Okay. You can tell it doesn't appear to be trapped. It looks like all you need to do is pull on the book. The book is basically a switch that's disguised to look like a book.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. You pull on the book and you hear a snack-like noise, and the bookshelf slides aside on hinges, and it reveals, what did I just do here? Okay, here we go. It reveals a room.
Sweet.
In this room, you see more bookshelves packed with tomes that, well, you have to check them out to see what they are. There's a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet standing against the south wall with its lid half closed. Sticking out of the chest is what looks to be a skeleton in leather armor.
Hold
That's
up.
not creepy or anything.
I ask Adrian to come check this out.
So it's out of the chest. The
It's like
skeleton?
sticking half in and out of the chest, yes.
Like it was stuffed in there?
You can't really tell unless you go up and check it out.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I use my quarterstaff to open the chest up.
Okay, so you prop the lid open and it swings up. You basically see that it's a skeleton of a person in leather armor. It looks like he's holding something kind of Cho's chest.
What might that something be?
You turn the okay, so you turn the body over.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got clasped to his chest another letter in his left hand. Actually, his left hand is his other left. In his chest, you actually see several darts stuck between, through the armor and into his rib cage.
Well, I use darts.
Yeah. They look like from the position he was in before he moved him, it looks like he may have triggered these darts shooting out of the chest itsel's. And
Well,
then,
we really appreciate that, Mr. Thief.
Yeah.
hey, you found your thief! It's the party thief.
I will take the darts. Are they functional?
Well, let's see. No, they've already been triggered. They're poison darts. They're more of like meant to be fired from. They're like smaller.
Oh, they're not.
Not like
okay.
not like throwing darts like weapons. More like triggered darts from a trap.
So let's look at this letter.
Clutched in his hand is a letter bearing an elaborate seal that you haven't seen before and which I conveniently forgot to upload. But it's very elaborate looking. And it looks like the seal has actually been broken already. Inside, in this one, I'm not going to show you because, again, I don't actually have it as a handout for whatever reason, so I'm just going to read it to you. The letter says as follows. It's written in a flowing script, different from the one that you have. My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarevich.
Pleasant chap.
Yes,
Sounds like a fun guy.
Yeah.
he's a conversationalist. Oh, and you find some other things in the chest. There are 3 blank books with black leather covers. Those are worth about 25 gold apiece if anyone wants to keep track of this stuff. There are 3 scrolls. There is what looks to be the deed to the house, as well as a deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Who's it signed by?
It is signed by the mother and father. Their last name is Durst, and they can't remember their first names.
Ozzy and Harriet.
No, I need to look it up here. I will look that up. I don't want to spend the time on it right now. The deed to the windmill is... oh, here we go. It was in the next sentence. It's signed by... the will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. It bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' deaths.
All right.
The windmill referred to in the second deed is situated somewhere else, outside of town. So yeah, you've got, and you also find 3 potions. So you've got 3 scrolls, 3 potions, these blank books, and the deeds and will.
Can we deduce what any of them are?
Potions, you could just do a taste test, and they are potions of healing.
Hey, I could use one of those.
These scrolls.
I'm good. I don't need one.
I don't think we should take any.
I don't know. We got
These
a
are
guy who's
not ours.
left.
Should we keep investigating or take the stuff or what?
Well, I
I
think,
think we should
take,
keep investigating.
I think we
But
should
we
take the deed to give to Rose and Thorn.
And take the potions and scrolls. Is anybody keeping track of this stuff besides the GM?
I would like to leave it there since it's
I mean,
not
if we're leaving
ours.
the stuff, that's fine. But I was thinking we take the deed to the kids and say, "Hey, we found this in a secret chamber. We think you should have this."
I think we should try to figure out where the basement is first.
All right.
Because just in the back of your mind, remember where the deed is. But she said, or the girl said that her parents are in here with their little brother. So I think we should still try to find them.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, I'm still interested in where they are. I have no indication that they're dead, so I think we should carry on.
Right. Here we go up.
All right, so are you taking anything from the chest, or are you leaving it all there?
From a practical standpoint, I think the potion, if we know they're healing potions, from a survivability standpoint, I think we should take it.
Yeah, I'm interested in the scrolls, actually.
I think just for practicality, I don't want Clytus to die.
Right.
Well, if the monster kills you, you could say, this is kind of hazard pay for, in advance for helping to kill the monster. If you don't take it, the monster will more likely kill you than you kill him.
Well, how much does a potion of healing cost, roughly?
That's a good question.
Thought it was expensive.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive, I think.
Yeah, but they are actually kind of almost a commodity item. That's one of the few magic items that you are kind of likely to get.
All right, because I could leave some money.
I'm fine with carrying them with us, but I really don't want to take something from these people that we don't know.
Random treasure guide.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll just leave I could leave some money in exchange for taking the one potion.
Yeah, let me see here.
Are we gonna keep on investigating, or?
Well, I think we should go upstairs next.
I'm gonna say you don't really know what the price of a potion of healing is at the moment because I don't really know.
All
what it
right,
is.
then I'm just gonna go and
But you've heard of it not being that uncommon of an item, so it wouldn't be outlandish like hundreds of gold pieces or anything.
I'm fine if we want to take one with us, but I don't think we should drink it yet.
All right,
because I'd like to be able to return it to its owner if we don't need it.
Okay.
That's my opinion. If you just take it and drink it, I'm not gonna. Not like I'm gonna stop you.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay, so you go up to the next floor. Let's see. We're
hang on.
Yeah.
I could do how long will a cure wounds ritual spell take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes for a ritual.
10 minutes.
Spend 10 minutes and let me zap him?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a lot. I like that better than stealing their stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't. You can ritually cast healing spells?
Yeah. Yeah, I have cure wounds.
And to me, we wait until. Yeah, that's a great.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah.
How many times can you cast it?
Well, as a ritual, yeah. As long as you've got it prepared.
As often as you want. You just got to wait.
That's right.
Time.
Well, let's take some time and heal people up.
Because as a ritual spell, I don't have to burn the slot.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Right. You just need to have it prepared.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Then you're then it just casts the time for the ritual casting.
I'll do
All right,
that.
I'll take some healing.
So let me
When I get that feeling, I won't continue.
Well, you know,
Paladin healing. I need paladin healing. Actually, you need clerical healing because you're paladin healing. So you spend 10 minutes and heal him up.
Okay, how much does that do?
I'm rolling it now.
8.
8.
I'll take it.
Oh, look at that. He's almost back at max. All right. Well, we are at 10 after 9. Do we want to continue a ways or do we want to stop here?
I'm ready to stop. I'm pretty tired.
Okay. Yeah, we had a gaming session last night too, and this actually is a pretty good stopping point, I think.
All right, sounds good.
So, you've entered the house. You've entered Barovia. You've actually encountered some interesting people that are interested in some odd things, apparently. But so far, no clues as to what lurks in the basement or even how to find the basement of this house. And really what has even happened to Rose and Thorn outside. You've heard no sign of them, and the house seems to be enshrouded in mist. But next session, I'm sure the answers will reveal themselves.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining. Do we want to pick this up in 2 weeks' time? Was that going to work out for everybody on its set schedule?
That's for me.
fine.
Okay.
Should be fine for me.
All right, cool. Well, I'll just put that on the calendar date or on the front page of the Roll20 thing, and I'll send out a reminder just via email, but I will also try to get this video posted on YouTube and also try to write up a bullet point summary capturing the main salient points. So,
All right.
Okay.
awesome. Well,
Thanks.
thanks a lot for joining, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Yep, we'll
Bye.
catch you later.